So I'm reading Philippians. I'm in Galatians and Ephesians, but this really got me when I saw what Paul wrote in Philippians 1 verse 21. For to me, to live is Christ and to die is gain. To live is Christ. So while we're living, it's all Christ. But to die is gain because we get to be with Christ for all eternity. So whether living or dying is unto Christ. And I saw that and I was like, wow, I love this. And then verse 17, the former proclaim Christ out of selfish ambition. So basically they're lying. They put on a show. Selfish ambition. Not sincerely, but thinking to afflict me in my imprisonment. And a lot of that's going on right now with the selfish ambition. They proclaim Christ. Wolves in cheap clothing. And then verse 18, what then? Only that in every way, whether in pretense or in truth, Christ is proclaimed, and in that I rejoice. So Christ is proclaimed, like you've seen now in this day, modern day. You see a lot of people pretending to be Christians or lying that they are, and then you realize by the way they live that they're not, or later on they'll say with their own mouth that they're gods themselves. So you can see that they weren't sincere about like those people where you see on influencers, or those Hollywood people, actors, whatever they are, singers. For example, the Kanye West of the world, who said he's a Christian, he has a church, and then all of a sudden he's a god. So Paul is saying whether they pretense or in truth, and that's all pretense, because they come out and say that they're gods themselves. Paul is saying Christ is proclaimed, and in that he rejoices because Christ is proclaimed. Okay, and that verse I was thinking about, and also I already spoke about that 121, and then this right here. For it has been granted to you that for the sake of Christ you should not only believe in him, but also suffer for his sake. Okay. So you now have these people, wolves in cheap clothing, are going around saying if you're not financially blessed, basically, because blessed is so many ways. Blessed is your health, relationship, your marriage, your life you're living. Blessed is knowing God and fearing him and living for him, Yahuwah. And it's more than just money, as you can see right here, where it's written in the word, Philippians 1 verse 29. For it has been granted to you that for the sake of Christ you should not only believe in him, but also suffer for his sake. Now tell me, where are those people suffering? The Joel Osteens of the world and the TD, what's his name? TD Jakes, whatever their names are. Tell me where they're suffering. Tell me, where are they suffering? They're running around saying, and Joyce Myers and all those. They're running around, and that demon possessed one, what's his name? I can see his face right now. Copeland. They're running around saying that you're healed when you give certain amount. And that blondie, Paula White, you're healed when you give certain amount. God's gonna heal you. If you didn't get healed, or you must not give enough, or you must not something enough. Okay, that is not true. They're running around lying to people. Here I am. What am I? I'm suffering. I'm in pain. I almost died. I was hit down, almost killed. Would have died dead if it wasn't for Christ who protected me. Because the enemy come to kill, steal, and destroy, but Christ came that I may have life and have it more abundantly. And the enemy tried to kill me that day. God saved me, but do I have pain? Yes, from head down to my back, I'm in pain. And what does it say right there in the word? Not only believe in him, but also suffer for his sake. The pain I'm going through in my body is for Christ's sake. Christ allow me to live. And people think, oh, you're in pain, or you're this, Christ not with you, Christ don't love you. No, it says suffer. You suffer for his sake. We're suffering for his sake. People don't want to be your friends because we love Christ, because they don't want to hear truth, because they don't want, because you can't deal, you don't want to be around certain things and behaviors, and they don't want to, you know, just stamp their behaviors while they're around you, or, you know, they're supposed to be who they are, granted, but I cannot be of children of Yahuwah, can't indulge in that kind of thing every day where we're hearing these kind of stuff, gossiping and all this garbage every day. It's just not healthy. So I love everyone. I check in on people. I love everyone. There's nothing in my heart that doesn't love people. I just cannot be around it every day where it's constantly talking about your boyfriend situation and this and that sexual garbage, and I don't want to be around it. You know, I understand you want to vent, and you can vent to me, but I can't hear it every day. And so we suffer for Christ's sake. So those people don't want to be our friends anymore, and that's fine with me, long as I gain Christ and I'm living for Him, and He's in me. For to me, live is Christ, verse 21, and to die is gain. Long as Christ is in me, Christ in me, the hope of glory. You know, no weapon formed against me shall prosper, and every tongue that rises against me, I condemn it in the name of Yeshua. You know, what the devil meant for bad, try to kill me that day, God turned it into good. He does. It doesn't matter the pain I'm going through. Christ is with me. It doesn't matter. Whatever it is, Christ in me, the hope of glory. And so when they're trying to tell you that you're supposed to have money, or you're supposed to be never been sick and never this, I've heard people say they never, I heard pastors say they've never been sick. I've heard pastors that I've been to church, I sitting down, listening to them, saying that they're God. I've heard them say that they've never been sick a day in their life. But here is Paul, a man of God, been sick. There's Job, inflicted, lost everything. There's David, his own family turned against him. You know, when they tell you these garbage, look at the word. What does the word say? We're inflicted, we're in pain, we hurt, we suffer for His sake, for Christ's sake. I gladly take suffering for Christ's sake. There's so many things going on in my life. I'm suffering for Christ's sake, and that is joy because Christ is in me. You know, Christ allowed me to wake up another day, allow me to live, to breathe, while the enemy tried to take me out so many times. To live is Christ and to die is gain. And that's the way I'm going to live all the days of my life until they take me home to Him. For me, to live is Christ and to die is gain. To live is Christ and to die is gain. And always as you breathe every day, for it has been granted to us that for your sake, no, for the sake of Christ, you should not only believe in Him, but also suffer for Him. Suffer for Him. I've been suffering since the day I was born. And I was never chasing things. I was just always want to seek God and seek His face. Be married and live with my husband unto God, Yahuwah, forever. You know, love my son and love my children, and pray they will always live for Yahuwah. That's been my desire, and I give it to Yahuwah, because the only plan of Yahuwah will succeed. And that's been mine ever since I know myself, which is since I was little. I always just love Yahuwah. And that's what life is about. And it's not about us, it's not about self, it's about Yahuwah, it's about Christ, or Messiah. And this is every day. I just want to remember, and I pray everyone who love Yahuwah, remember verse 21 every day when you wake up and breathe. And I pray Yahuwah helps me, because if you cannot do anything without Yahuwah's help, we're nothing without Him. You take care of your body, you try to, you know, do the best you can, and then something comes and knock you down, and then you're stuck, and then you're fat because you cannot work out. Your body is just in too much pain to deal with it. And but then you see a verse like this and you remember why you're here. For me, to live is Christ and to die is gain. We're here for Christ. We're not here for ourselves. We're not here to please people, men. We're here to honor Yahuwah, and that's how He made the world, for us to honor Him, to live for Him, to keep Him holy, you know, because He is holy, and not to be seeking the things the devil have, the prince of the air has corrupted the world, to be chasing after things that they shouldn't, you know, chasing after work, chasing after funds. It's chasing after Christ is number one. Chase after Christ with all your heart. Lean not unto your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will direct your path. Just chasing after Christ, after Yahuwah, is what life is about. Not the things that they try to make it. Yahuwah bless everyone. All my brothers and sisters, true children of the living God, Father of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the creator of the universe. I pray we all stay focused, that he gives us strength to stay focused on him, to keep him close and fear him always, and to not try to please men, and to always please Yahuwah. Yahuwah bless all. In the name of Yeshua.